Hey guys, look at this. Isn't it beautiful? Golden drummer cicada, Tropha colorata. Look at that vibrant orange. There it goes. So I want to talk about this plant today. This is the bumble tree or bush orange. I don't really like it when native trees are kind of given a European name with just bush shoved in front of it, because it's not really like an orange at all. It's in the caper family, Caparis micheli, and these are its fruits. This is the edible part of the tree. It's quite a hefty, solid fruit. It gets the name bush orange from the color of the pulp and the smell of the fruit. It's kind of orangey, rock melony smell. I'll just open one up for you. I'll open this one up. It's the softest one. It's very juicy inside. But don't be deceived, because it's not a very good tasting food. It takes a lot of getting used to. Let's just say that. Tastes very petrol-y. The pulp is what you eat, and the pulp tastes kind of like a fermented fruit, like a fermented orange or a old melon, something like that. And then the aftertaste is, it's like kerosene or petrol. It's got this burning kind of hydrocarbon flavor. And when you breathe, it's still there. It lingers long after you bite. Especially the seeds. I'm gonna crunch a few seeds up just for the. Yeah. The seeds really burn. They're strong. They're high in mustard oils, but it's way more bitter than something you would taste in a normal mustard. It kind of burns your mouth. Now the pulp, just tasting like fermented fruit, is okay, and it's very sweet. That's the redeeming quality of it. Sweet and full of water. Out here in the outback, water's pretty hard to come by, and you're always craving sweet foods. Now I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna eat these, even though it's not very pleasant, because any food you get out here is a good find. Now, despite the bad taste, it's not an unhealthy plant. It's high in vitamin C and very high in thiamine. It's got a lot of sugar, and the seeds, if you eat them, I don't really like them, they're high in carbohydrates. You can eat the skin as well. It's not as sweet, but it's kind of starchy, a little bit astringent, but it's not as bad as the seeds. Now, if we get an unripe fruit like this one, which is completely green, that's what an unripe fruit looks like. It's got a strong kerosene odor. But the pulp, it's also sweet. That petrol taste stays Stays with you for quite a while. It's very, very strong, as you can tell. Another interesting thing about this plant it's got lots of spines on it, by the way. I'll show you a stem, and the spines are, this one doesn't even have any. The spines are curved, so if you stick your hand in to get a fruit, you can't pull your hand out. All those spines, they get stuck into your skin. I wonder if you can see those. Lots of little curved spines. Lots of Capparis species have these spines just to protect themselves from animals that will eat their fruit and leaves. So this fruit here has been attacked by some insects, and it's produced this kind of sap to seal the wound. Now this sap tastes very good. It's very rubbery and sap-like, of course, but it's not bad tasting at all. It tastes exactly like bread. Just like a crust of toast or something, which is pretty pleasant. Now, it's a little bit slimy. It is sap, but it doesn't have any of that petrol taste that the other parts of the fruit have. Now the plant itself, to identify it, pretty easy. It has this deeply fissured black bark, and it has a 2-stage growth. So it'll start life as a small sort of sprawling shrub, and then when it matures, it'll shoot up and become this 4 to 8 meter tree. And before it fruits, it will take about 10 years, which is quite a long time. It's a very slow growing tree. And it'll fruit after a few weeks of sort of scattered rains. That's the best you'll get around here in the arid zone. But yeah, an important tree. Doesn't taste good. It's kind of really disgusting actually, but it's a very good one to survive on because it's so high in vitamins and sugars. So yeah, that's about it. See you in the next video.